Hello, my beautiful singles. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the next 7 days. How are you, singles? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here today. If you are brand new and you've never been here before and you're just tripping over these shenanigans, welcome here, and I hope that you'll hit the subscription button. It is in the bottom right-hand corner there if you weren't aware, and please hit the bell button so you'll know when I'm uploading for your particular sign. So, the reading that I'm doing today is for the singles only. So the primary focus will be on love, because literally you're here because you're looking for love, right? So the primary focus will be love, but please know that if other things show up in the reading, I'm going to read about those things as well. So I'm going to take these 12 decks and I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces all the way through, and I'm going to mark everything down in the description below so you can just scroll this video and find whatever energies it is that you're interested in. But I'm just going to ask you to please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. Natal charts are free everywhere, and even if you don't have your exact time of birth, you can still get a loosey-goosey idea by picking AM or PM, whether you were born in the daytime or the evening, and you can still know what your moon and your rising signs are. It's going to give you a rounder picture of who you are as a sun sign, because the sun sign is simply just your personality. What makes you a different Aries or Leo or Taurus from everybody else is your moon and your rising sign. So please go find those and come back and watch for those energies. You'll get a more round picture of what's going on. So if you are interested in a private reading, please know that there is a sale on right now. I do have private readings on sale anywhere from $5 to $20 off, depending on which reading that you pick. And thank you so much for those of you who have booked already. You've come running. You're keeping me busy. Thank you so much for doing that. And I'm currently on a 7 to 10 day turnaround time unless you pick a reading that is due earlier than that. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get Aries. Aries is going to lead us in. Let's find out what is going on with Aries. Enough of the blah blah. Tell me about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're talking about singles here for the week. Sneak peek for the week for the singles. Tell me what's coming up with Aries singles, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries singles, please. Tell me about Aries singles. What have we got here? Aries, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Why do we have the Queen of Pentacles for Aries, please? All right. We've got the Hermit. Interesting. Excuse me. We've got Virgo energy here, as well as Taurus and Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, but are also always all three, because this is a general reading, so please remember that. We do have the Moon energy here. Somebody's trying to figure something out. What's going on here, Aries? It feels like with this Hermit energy, the star is in this lamp, right? So it's like you want to heal something from the past, possibly. But the Moon energy is telling me that you're not exactly sure what it is that you want to do. I feel like you've been on some sort of spiritual quest or healing journey, or maybe you have realized that you do have light within you. It feels like you have been maybe possibly doing some shadow work. What else do we have here? We've got Pisces, Cancer energy here, as well as Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. One more card for single Aries, please. We have the Five of Swords. So I really do feel, Aries, that you really are hoping to heal something from the past. I feel like it's causing a block in the current energy. So a lot of times when I do love readings, I do have people say, what is the point of talking to somebody if I'm not going to get back together with them? Well, maybe the point is that it's causing a block in other areas of your life, because when you're blocked in a love situation, it doesn't only mean that you're blocked in love situation. It means that you have a block that is falling over into the love situation. It's also falling into your friendships, your family, your workmates. It's something that is an all-inclusive block. It doesn't just apply to love. So it does feel like here, Aries, that there is something that you wish to gain wisdom about that went on in the future. I feel like you want to heal it because you're holding this lamp, this healing energy out to the past energy. So something or someone from the past. It could be the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It does feel like you have this feeling of, with the moon energy and the Five of Swords, it's almost like it's been so long that you don't even remember what you argued about anymore. It's like the moon energy is telling me that things are not as they seem. That maybe we were in the Five of Swords, maybe you and a person that you were romantically entangled with had some sort of conflict or disagreement, or you came to a point in your lives where you couldn't agree on something, and it was such a fundamental difference that you had to part ways. So it feels like this is something that I feel you want to heal, Aries, because I feel like it's throwing up a block in other places in your life. You will fix a lot of things going into hermit energy for sure. Taking time by yourself to look things over, gain some wisdom. And really it's about the reflection of self, going over the details. That's what Virgo is. Virgo's super hard on themselves. This is Virgo energy. They're really hard on themselves. They consider themselves to be perfectionists, and sometimes they don't move forward very quickly because they're so caught up in all of the details. And so I feel like that's where you are right now. Tell me what the Queen of Pentacles brings, please. What do I need to know about the Queen of Pentacles? So you could be dealing with someone who's a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. We do have the Seven of Wands. So there, it feels like there is some sort of a block. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's holding the door open here. What else we got? We've got the Sun. Oh, interesting. So it does feel like you're rethinking something. That's what it feels like. You're rethinking something. You've left the door open, and it feels as though you're sort of holding your ground, or maybe the Queen of Pentacles is, because the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, those earth signs, they move pretty slow and they can be hard to get past. And just because you're a mutable sign or a cardinal sign, it doesn't mean you can't be tough with the way you move forward either. You also are stubborn, but you're just a little more flexible. Like, you make decisions a little easier than maybe, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, the fixed signs. So I feel like there's like some sort of a block between you and an earth sign, or there is somebody is standing their ground here. The Ten of Swords is in the reverse. So it feels like somebody is avoiding an ending, a complete and total ending of something. And so, which tells me that you're not willing to give it up yet. You're not willing to give it up. It feels like you're having some type of a breakthrough as it pertains to this situation here. We do have the Sun, and I want to say that you have happy memories of this person, and that might be why you're sort of keeping your foot in the door, that you haven't quite closed the door or closed the chapter on this yet. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. What do I need to know? The Queen of Pentacles is your star. This is somebody that you can't avoid noticing. They have a spotlight on them, so they could have a public forum somewhere. They could be a public speaker, maybe the head of a company. They could have a platform on the internet. It feels like you can't keep your eyes off this person. They are somebody who is dropping their healing energy into. It's like you can see she's pouring into the river. She's pouring this balanced energy or healed energy into the river. It feels like this person is like pouring their positive or balanced healing energy into the world. That's what it feels like. They've got a platform that they're using for good. We've got the Tower. And we've got the Knight of Swords. The Prince is the Knight. So we do have the Tower and the Prince of Swords. I feel like there's going to be some sort of conversation. It really does feel like you're wondering here. You're kind of wondering or wandering, I would say, about what you're supposed to do next. It feels like you're about to do something, but it feels like it's something you're unsure of, so you haven't stepped forward yet. The Tower is a realization. It's a realization that this person who is the star in your life, that it's time to have some type of conversation here. The Prince of Swords is the Knight, and the Knight of Swords is the one who is courageous and brave. I feel like you are having some sort of realization that you need to get on the horse and be brave enough to have a conversation with the Queen of Pentacles. What are we going to talk about here? What does Aries need to talk about with the Queen of Pentacles? The Queen of Wands. The Justice card. and the Four of Cups. I feel as though you want to get some sort of understanding or a stability in the emotional energy. Fours are about stability. I also feel like you want justice in something here. It feels like you want to make something right here, Aries. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you do have an attraction for this person. I feel like you're watching them in some respect. It doesn't matter if it's online or in the real world, but it feels like you have access to watch them, and I feel like you've watched this person have some type of a glow up. I feel like they're also somebody who is doing their own thing, kind of a go-getter. They're independent, maybe an entrepreneur, somebody who isn't really listening to the people around them, but is actually just doing what they want. I feel like you want to make things right with somebody here. They could be somebody who is an earth sign that does have fire in the chart, but it could also be someone who's halfway to the Empress energy. They could be someone who is a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They could be a Libra. I also have swords here, right? Swords here, and so it could also be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Tell me what the outcome is here. What do you do next? What's the outcome here for Aries? With this person, what are you going to do next, Aries? We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Emperor. Very interesting. The Emperor is about to make a decision. That's you, Aries. You're about to make some type of decision, and I feel like you've been at the crossroads for a while. It feels like you are in a place where you don't want to be, and so you're making a decision about where to go next, what to do next. The Two of Wands is about a decision, right? Preparing to make a decision about a long-term relationship. Tell me more about this. You see something that's very valuable. Again, the Emperor is looking into the past. So is the Hermit, right? It feels like you are contemplating something that of value. Tell me what else. Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Look, I think this person, whatever sign they are, they also could be a Scorpio or a Libra, possibly an Aquarius. We've got Aries here. We've got Gemini as well. I feel like this person is a soulmate. I feel like you've left a soulmate in the past. Somebody that you're not just a soulmate with, but someone you're spiritually and energetically connected to. That's what it feels like. You have history with this person. This person is someone that you've known for a while. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that you need to work on it, or that you want to work on it. And I feel like it's leaving you feeling very vulnerable. And the Emperor doesn't like to feel vulnerable on any side. Right? It's all of the kings, a lot of wisdom. We started out here with the Hermit saying that there is a lot of thinking or wisdom, spiritual wisdom that I feel is being gained here by sort of looking into the past and realizing that there is maybe something you left back there of value, because we do have the 10 Pentacles that's here. So Aries, you do value this person that you left in the past. And you value the friendship, the connection, it looks like. And I feel as though maybe you two could have worked together with the Eight of Pentacles, but this is also, the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard on something, putting in the hard work on something here. I do believe that you want to come back together with this person. It feels like it's a decision, excuse me, that you're trying to make. Yeah, I feel like it's leaving you feeling very vulnerable, and so that's why you haven't made the decision to step forward yet, whether you're feminine or masculine here. What's next? Two of Swords, being caught sort of in the mind here. The Four of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like you are going to reach out, Aries. It feels like you will, but I also feel like it's going to be when you find the stability to do so. The particular depiction on this Four of Wands is interesting because we do have 3 that are wrapped up here. It feels like you've decided you're going to do it. You just don't know when. This is the challenge. It's on its side. So I feel like the Ace of Wands is your challenge, which is very interesting because that is Aries energy. Your challenge is to make a decision to actually get up and go, to get some stability with this person here, because I feel like there's been a block for a while. I've got the 5 of Wands. There's hesitation, indecision. I'm not sure if there's competition. I feel like it's probably this week when you make a decision. I feel like you're kind of contemplating, as I drop these cards, you're contemplating on the value of whatever it is that you left back there. And for those of you who are saying, I don't want somebody back there, this is not your reading, and it's okay if it's not your reading, but this is someone who values something they left behind. So it feels like there is going to be some type of a tower, and it will be communication, I feel, because you've had some type of a breakthrough. When I see the sun and the tower here, it's a major awakening. It's like a realization that where you are is not where you want to be, but you're scared to move any further because you don't know what is coming up for you. All right. The moon is throwing a monkey wrench in everything. We got Cancer and Pisces. We've got Virgo energy, Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. We've got more Leo energy. We've got Gemini energy. We've got Aries and a whole bunch of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Taurus singles. How are you, my bull gang? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for stopping in here. If I can ever pick that card up. There we go. All right. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus singles for the next 7 days. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy September. Taurus, don't forget, if you're interested in a private read, there is a reading sale on between $5 and $20 off of all of my readings. Read the pinned comment at the top of the comments. You'll find exactly what you need to do to get over there to look at the pricing. Tell me about Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Taurus, please, for the next 7 days. Taurus, we've got you in a bit of a conundrum. It feels like you are trying to feel out a situation. It almost feels like, Taurus, you know that something is coming up and you're trying to protect yourself. Your eyes are covered, which means to me that you're feeling things out, that you're listening intently. It's like you're listening to the universe, feeling things out, and it does feel like you're in a place right now where you're not feeling very open to change. You're kind of stuck in the mind. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. There's a decision to be made here in the 3D, and I think you know that that decision is approaching. And I feel like you're trying to protect yourself here. Look at this, Taurus. We've got more 2s. There is some sort of really big decision that you're making. You're about to go on some sort of a new path here. It's going to be a decision about what you're doing in the 3D. So some of you might be moving, but I'm going to say prepare to make some sort of decision, because for me, the 2 of Wands is preparatory. The 2 of Pentacles is I need to make the decision now. The 2 of Swords is I'm not sure if I want to make that decision at all. Windows are open. You're going to hear mufflers and motorcycles and sirens and all of that stuff in the background today. It's finally cooling off. I can have the windows open. All right, one more card for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so guess what, Taurus? I really do feel like there is somebody who is arriving. It feels like this could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like the person who is arriving is somebody who hadn't really given you much stability. I feel like you've been waiting on it, though, and that's what this is. I feel like you're already feeling the situation out and preparing to defend. I feel like you're not letting this person past your boundaries. This person, I feel, is showing up because they want you to make a decision. to be with them, to entertain them. Now, this person isn't staying. Like, they're not staying. They're not interested in settling down. This person just sort of comes in and out of your life as somebody who brings passion, desire. They're very attracted to you. I feel like this person thinks you're incredibly sexy, feminine or masculine, but I feel like you know what this person's up to, that they're not going to stay around. And so I feel like you have a lot of decisions to make. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Why is Taurus blocked from this person? We've got the Lovers, because this is a soulmate. Now, the thing is this, like, I feel like Taurus, this person is a soulmate, but not all the soulmates are healed when they show up. Like, everybody has this grandiose idea, this Disney ending idea of what a soulmate's supposed to be. Sometimes a soulmate shows up and they're a hot freaking mess. Sometimes it's that. They haven't really woken up yet. They haven't figured things out yet. This particular soulmate, I feel, is somebody who is not awake, somebody who's got their eyes covered. They don't see things. Like this person, they keep crashing into people and their lives, right? Tell me about the Lovers. We've got the Queen of Cups. Look, they're going to lay it on thick, Taurus. They're going to lay it on thick. They're bringing the Ace of Cups with them. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is like they're going to present different to you this time. They're going to say everything that you want to hear. They're going to try and balance the situation with you. We've got the two Queens, Water and Fire, which is Temperance. And so I feel like this person is super attracted to you, I feel like this person is probably younger than you, or there is some type of age difference. And I feel like you're super attracted to them as well. It feels very tempting here. And the Queen of Cups is compassionate and kind and loving and showing love. And I feel like this person is coming in, if they've just been coming in for fire previously and you've been blocking them, because I feel like you've been like, no thank you, that's not what I'm into. And I'm not into just hitting it and quitting it. That's not what I'm doing here. And I feel like this person is going to turn the tables. They're not only coming in with the passion, desire and the sexy, desire-y stuff, but they're coming in with feelings. I feel like this time they're coming in with feelings to try and convince you, trying to get past the threshold of your life here. They're trying to get past the gate. That's what it feels like here. Now, whether you trust them or not is up to you, but it feels like this person keeps coming back. This is someone who's been recurring in your life. Now, whether they are a friend that you've told to get lost, whether it's a member of the family you've disconnected from, or whether this is a desired relationship, like, it feels like if all things were different, that maybe it might work out, but this person keeps coming back to you in the same way. They don't come back to you with feelings. They come back to you with fire. And I feel like you're like, no, thank you, I need feelings. And now they're like, okay, well, then I'll turn on some feelings to get in the door. That's what it feels like here. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the Justice card. And we've got the Seven of Swords. You don't believe them. Nope. They're not putting one over on you, Taurus. You don't believe them. I feel like, Taurus, though, that where the hardest part is for you is I feel like that if this person would wake up, see things for what it is and settle down, I feel like that you'd be willing to maybe throw the seeds of intention, maybe try and work on something, grow something, work really hard on it. But I feel like I'm just going to be honest with you. This person is not, they've not changed their tricks. This is someone that you don't trust, and I feel like you shouldn't trust them with the Seven of Swords here. And this person's going to come in, try and make things right. Come on, my intention is that I really do value you. I really do have feelings for you. Tell me more about this. Tower. Yeah. High Priestess. So this person's breaking silence. This is someone that you've already shooed away. And I feel like they're coming back with more courage this time. And they're going to come back to you and tell you that they've had an awakening, or that they realize now who you are. I feel like you are the High Priestess. Like, when the High Priestess shows up, it's like this is the person who deserves respect. This is the person who is teaching other people, using their lives to teach other people things. And I feel like this person sort of breaks into your silence, or a time of meditation, or a time when you're feeling very balanced and serene. I feel like you're supposed to have courage, but I feel like this person is showing up with a tower, and they are acting different than they did, but I don't think that it's a permanent change. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. What's the intention of the Knight of Wands? Because we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And they're going to come to you and say, my intention is to get balance with you. I want to show you my feelings this time. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. What is their intention? To get reciprocity and love from you. They may have had a breakthrough. Look, when I see these two show up together, the Sun and the Tower, this person could have had a revelation. They could have had a revelation, but I don't know, Taurus, is it too little too late? Tell me, what is the outcome here between these two? The Magician. We've got the Hanged Man. And we've got the Eight of Wands. So I feel like this person will speak with you. I feel like it's going to be a series of text messages, something that goes really quick back and forth. And it feels like this person's going to try and change your perspective. With the Magician here, I really do feel like it's almost like a bit of manipulation with the Hanged Man energy. They see that you're holding back. They see that you're pausing. They see that you're not moving forward to them like they're moving forward to you. So I feel like they want to have a conversation with you to try and sort of get you out of the tree, get you out of this Hanged Man energy, try and change your perspective. They're going to try really hard to use all the tools that they have to change your perspective. But it is what it is, right? You can see it for what it is, Taurus, because I feel like if you're the High Priestess, your third eye is open. Nobody's putting anything over on you, Taurus, because you can read it all. You can read the room, you can read a bitch, you can read anything, right? When someone shows up, you can read it. And this person's not putting anything over on you. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords is a worry that this person is coming in because they want to offer me something with longevity. But really, Taurus, I feel like you're the King of Pentacles. You're a person who's very balanced. You don't need anybody. You make your own money. You do your own thing. You don't have anybody telling you what to do, when to do it, when to be there. The King of Pentacles is self-sufficient, but is also somebody who is you know, got the Midas touch. I feel like you're into this energy of manifestation, giving to the universe, and the universe overgives back to you. But I feel like you're standing strong and sturdy here. I feel like you're worried that this person is coming back to offer you a long-term relationship, and you don't want to have to tell them no. But I think you're probably going to have to tell them no. I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you, right? It's totally your choice. Maybe for some of you, you're just going to invite them back in. It does not feel sinister. I'm just going to say it doesn't feel like this person is trying to do anything to coerce you, except try and talk you into taking them back or talk you into getting into a relationship. This could definitely be someone that you met and turned down already without even getting into a relationship with them. They could have been someone that you met at the bar and they tried to buy you a drink and you're like, no, fellow, thank you. No, lady, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's somebody that you may have turned down already, because the Queen of Wands is heading into the future. It's like, I'm already over this. I'm already really over this. Tell me what is next for Taurus. We've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're just going to walk away because you know this person is toxic and they made you sad before, Taurus. I feel like for most of you that you're gonna keep yourself shut down, shut off. You're not going to share your energy. You're not going to share your time. We do have Leo energy here twice. We do have Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, Aries, and more Gemini. So the decision's up to you, but I do feel like it's going to be a repeat and someone is coming back to give you more than the passion that you had with them before, or more than, it feels like there's a really big attraction with a lot of chemistry, and they're relying on that, but now they're coming back and giving you all the emotions as well. So I don't know if that's what you want, because I mean, fire and water are temperance, it's balance. So you have a big decision to make, as you saw all of those twos. All right, Gemini, this is for you. Tell me about single Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you are interested in a private read, I do have a sale on. You can get $5 to $20 off any of my readings. Please follow the link that is in the pinned comment. Tell me about Gemini, please. Gemini, we have Six of Pentacles for this week here. Overall energy, I feel, is reciprocal energy. It feels like somebody here is is, it looks like a friend possibly. So the Six of Cups, when it shows up, is about somebody you have a lot of history with, someone you've either known from childhood, you grew up with, a best friend. It could be a member of the family, but it also could be somebody that you have feelings for that feels like a soulmate. I feel like you're going to get reciprocal energy from that person this week. Tell me more about Gemini, please. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles. It does feel like you haven't seen this person in a while. It feels like maybe it's been a year, or, people sometimes to part ways. Life gets busy and it takes us in different directions. I want to say that there is a new beginning here, or somebody might want to meet you face to face somewhere. They might ask you to go out with them. They want to give you reciprocal energy. I feel like this is a really emotional reunion. That's what it feels like. That if you're going to meet them face to face with the King of Cups in the reverse, it feels like somebody is not able to keep their emotions in check. But please understand that this person also is not emotionally available. They're not somebody who is ready to date. I think that it feels like that they do miss you because there are nostalgic memories here, but it does feel like this person is somebody who is not emotionally intelligent. It's like they can't anticipate your needs. Do you know what I mean? Whether you're feminine or masculine. This is somebody who has not realized that you just don't throw it out at everybody, your emotions. They haven't realized that they got to reel it in just a little bit here. This is somebody that you have been apart from for a long time, maybe 5 or 6 years possibly. We do have the King of Pentacles. So lots has changed in you and for you since you've seen this person last here, Gemini. And we do have the Ten of Swords. So you have had some hardship in your life. There's been some terrible and hurtful endings. It feels like you've released all of that, though, I want to say. And so you're showing up as the King of Pentacles here, I feel. So it does feel like there is an emotional disconnect, or this is somebody that you left in the past. And it could be for whatever reason you think it is, but it feels like somebody disconnected from another person emotionally, and we haven't seen each other for probably quite a few years, like between 2 and 6 years. And so I feel like that's why the feelings will be coming to the surface, bubbling over, because we haven't seen each other for a long time. You may have parted in a really harsh way with the Ten of Swords here. You may have parted in a way that was really hard. Somebody just stopped texting, or there was an argument or a fight. Possibly we decided it was over and we're just going to leave it where it is. But it feels like you're going to see this person again here. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone you were either engaged to, married to, someone that you dated, got very serious in a commitment. You might have lived together for a while. The Five of Pentacles tells me that there was love here in the home, but now that we're in the Five of Pentacles, where it feels like there's nothing. Somebody moved out, or we're no longer engaged, or we broke things apart, right, with the Ten of Swords, and we're no longer together. So I feel like somebody's been feeling on the outside, looking in on your life, and I feel this person is the one that is coming to talk to you here. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Five of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So for some of you, this could be somebody that's related to you, a mother, a sister, a brother, could be that. But I do believe if you're looking at it in terms of love, it does feel like you still have deep feelings for this person. But you know that they're not good for you because the Five of Swords is here. It's like we were in love and you're only remembering the good times. And when they show up again, you realize the lack that was here. You realize that there are things that we just don't agree on, that we're constantly coming to a clash of opinions, that somebody is pretty aggressive with their words. This person is aggressive with their love, but they're also aggressive with their words. I want to say that since this person's been gone, since they've been gone out of your life, Gemini, that you've been in this sort of serene, stable, kind, and loving place. And I feel like this person hasn't repaired themselves at all. But the hard part of all of this is I feel like you're dealing in a soulmate energy. And so that's why it's really tough to turn this person away again. We do have 2 5s, the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And for me as a reader, when 2 5 shows up, things have changed or are about to change. So I feel like there are still some feelings here between you and somebody else. I feel like somebody else is a soulmate. We do have the King and Queen of Cups. I feel like you're still connected to this person emotionally or energetically, psychically possibly, but we do have the 6 of Cups. So I feel like this person is a soulmate and somebody that you did share a space and time in your life where they were really important to you. But I feel like it feels like so much has changed since the disconnect. I feel like you've become the King of Pentacles, which is, and the Queen of Cups, really. I feel like you've become financially stable. Maybe you have a business. Things are going really well for you. I feel like you are sitting on a throne. Yeah. Feels like you are doing pretty well for yourself. Tell me, what is the outcome here for these 2 people? Got the 9 of Wands. Got the Page of Swords. And the Lovers. The thing is nothing's changed, I want to say, because the Wounded Warrior is here. And I think that with the Page of Swords is, the one who's very observant. I feel like you're somebody who is very observant, maybe even having some intuitive energy. Maybe you can read people, read energy, read emotions. And I feel like you are reading this person and they're coming up as the 9 of Wands. I feel like they are someone who still is suffering in their traumas. And, maybe they're spending their money on Starbucks instead of psychology. And I feel like you are very observant that this person still has feelings for you, that they're trying to pick you, but it feels like you've learned your lesson. When the Page of Swords shows up here, that's the student. I feel like you've learned your lesson here, and I don't think that you're going to allow another cycle. Tell me what comes up next, please, for Gemini. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. Your decision is the rejection. Yeah, I think you're going to say no to this person for some of you. Some of you might just let them in to see what's happening. Some of you might end up making a friend of them, like pushing them into the friend zone, 3 Pentacles, and say, yeah, you were a part of my life for a very long time and we can be friends if you want. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to be friends, but for others of you, you're going to reject the cup and reject them altogether, because I feel like they haven't really been working on themselves. It feels like they're coming back to you in the same state that they left you. You're starting, as they show up again, and they're in this energy of not being like non-committal, being this person who is like throws tantrums, whether they're feminine or masculine, take your side, but it feels like this person is somebody who's not yet healed. They're the same person that you cut out of your life and put on the outside looking in way back there. That's what it feels like. We've got, you're going to stand your ground here. We got the 7 of Wands. So it does feel like you're going to stand your ground or stand up for yourself and say, no, I can't do this with you again. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Gemini energy. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got more Gemini energy. Aquarius. Here we go. We've got some fire energy too. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right. Cancer it is. How are you, Cancer? Thanks so much for clicking here. Welcome to your sneak peek for the week for the singles. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, there's a sale on between $5 and $20 off all of my readings until the end of September. Hit that link in the comment section. It's at the top of the comment section. Tell me about Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. What's coming up for single Cancer? Got the Tower, so something is about to shift. This is a week of shift, a week of change. Tell me what else is coming up for Cancer. We've got the Magician. So you've actually manifested the Tower. So this is what happens, right? When we pray for change, we meditate, we hope for change. I feel like that somebody here has been doing that, and what you don't realize is, when we say be careful what you ask for, it's the truth, because what comes is change. If you've been asking for it, everything else around you must change as well in order for you to get what you want. So it does feel like somebody has been manifesting great change in their life, which means it's going to also come with some upheaval and challenges here. Tell me about Cancer. Got the Sun. Look at that. The Tower and the Sun for me is a major awakening. Somebody's having a major awakening, Cancer. I think it's you, and you're realizing that you're very determined, that you have all of the tools that you need to get what you want, that you are very skilled, you have a lot of talents, and it feels like you are having some sort of a realization this week. So if it feels like a week from hell, it's probably because things are leaving your life, as they do when the Tower shows up. We do have the Six of Cups here. Somebody here is having a really super heavy revelation that there is somebody that I can't stop thinking about. There's somebody that I've spent time with, or I have history with, that I feel like I'm stuck to via some sort of soulmate connection. And it feels like past life connection because of the Tower and the Sun. For me, I feel like it feels like past life energy. That this is something that you two have been doing over and over again. And now you're waking up to this connection. Tell me about the Tower, please. What can Cancer expect to come from the Tower? It's going to be a challenging week, Cancer, but you've asked for it. Like, I feel like you want things to change, but you don't understand what that entails, right? We do have the Five of Swords. I feel like the Tower's breaking through the silence here. You're having some sort of a realization because you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. It's a hermit mode, right? Hermit energy is very spiritual. It is about wisdom. It's about gaining wisdom over a situation that you felt was stuck. The Five of Swords is about, we've come to this place where we can't agree on things, and so let's just part ways. So I feel like you have parted ways with somebody here, but now I feel with this energy here, in Hermit energy, I feel like you're having some sort of an awakening or a realization that there is somebody in your life for a reason. We do have the Moon energy. Wow. We've got so many major arcana here. Here it is, the Three of Pentacles. So I do feel that there is somebody here that you have worked on things with before. I feel like they are somebody that you realize is on your side. It's a revelation or a realization that this person has been on your side all along. It feels like whatever this person said to you, I feel is what's causing this, everything to come crashing down around you. I feel like you're having some sort of a breakthrough with a realization that this person was right. And I don't know what they were right about, but they were right. And I feel like at the time when this person pointed out whatever they pointed out to you, Cancer, that you're like, fine, piss off. I'm not dealing with you. And I feel like you're having a realization now that whatever it was that you two could not come to an answer with, whatever you two could not come to compromise with, I feel like you're realizing that this person was right. They were only trying to help you. Tell me about the Tower. Six of Cups. We've got the Four of Pentacles. So it feels like you're keeping your energy to yourself. You're not talking to this person. You're being miserly. So it does feel like that there's no communication here. So it's going to have to be that you step forward. So the Emperor is the one who is the authority, the energy that will step forward first, the person who takes control of the situation. And then we have the Nine of Cups. You know that in order to get this thing back on track, in order to have some happiness, in order to alleviate some heavy energies, because look at all of that. It feels like this is all in blue, I feel, because you want to say something, but you're holding it back with the Hermit energy and the Moon, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. But I'm going to say to you, you better get used to being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because if you're going to ask for change, the universe is going to deliver, but that means that you have to change. It doesn't mean that the situation or the other person has to change necessarily, Cancer. It means that you have to change. So I feel like you're the one that does have to stand up and take charge of the situation if you want it to be happier. That's a song. I think it's by Bastille. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier, but only for a minute, he says. I want to change my mind, because this does not feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. But he knows that in order to do that, he'll have to leave. So I feel like you left this person, Cancer, to their own devices, because you felt like you were making them unhappy. But in turn, you became unhappy. You realized that, yeah, you left and you thought that you were allowing them to be happier. And I feel like it made you sadder. Disconnecting made you sadder. And it's time to reconnect. I feel like you're going from the 8 to the 9 of Cups. Tell me what the outcome is here between Cancer and this person. You could be dealing with Leo, Aries, Gemini, possibly a Scorpio. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Virgo energy here. We've got Scorpio energy here again. We've got Aries energy here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, the Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you don't want to have any regrets anymore. I feel like you've been really regretful that you disconnected or walked away. And the Ace of Swords is telling me that you now are having revelation or an aha moment, that you need some clarity or you want to give some clarity. The Ace of Pentacles tells me you want to start again or start over. You're being given the gift of starting over if you want it. But the Five of Cups in the reverse is telling me that you no longer want to be in regret. You don't want to be sad anymore. And I think that you really can't stop thinking about this person. Tell me what happens next for Cancer. We have the King of Swords. We have the Four of Swords and the World card. So, Cancer, I feel like what's on your mind is I feel like you're going to go rushing in. But you're going to do it in a moment that the universe tells you to, because you're kind of psychic in your own right and you're listening. You want to heal the situation, and I feel like you will go rushing into this person. I feel like you do have a lot of attraction for them, that there's a lot of chemistry between you and this person. And I feel like this person probably let you go because you didn't want a commitment of any kind. So when you left, when you disconnected from them, the Eight of Cups, they just let you go because they know that you were not interested in having anything that was a commitment. Because I feel like you were maybe in the Knight of Wands energy. So we have the King of Swords and we have the Four of Swords. I feel like you want to talk about this argument. Whatever it was that brought you to a place where you stopped talking, we've got the Four of Swords and then we have the King. I feel like the King is showing up because it's time to be honest and truthful. It's time for us to talk about whatever went on here, whatever broke us apart. I feel like we need to talk about that so we can resolve it with the World card. It feels like you want to end something so something else can begin. I feel like you know that you must close a door to a way that you were, a way that you used to be. I feel like you were a person who really didn't want to talk it out. And because that your feelings are under the surface, it all just stayed there. That's what it feels like. But it also feels like you're ready with this realization that you're ready to speak, but I feel like it's going to take you some time. It might not be this week. So in addition to all of the other signs that I mentioned, we also have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius energy, and Sagittarius. So I feel like this week you are thinking about reconnecting with someone that you're feeling badly about leaving in your past. All right. Tell me about Leo, please. Tell me about Leo. Single Leo for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Leo, if you're interested, there is a sale going on for private reads, anywhere between $5 and $20 off. Take the link that is in the pinned comment, and you'll see all the pricing over there if you're interested in a private read. Tell me about Leo, please. What's coming up for single Leo this week, next 7 days? We have the World card. So I feel like something is wrapping up. Wrap it up. That's what it feels like. Somebody is wrapping something up here. There is a chapter that is closed for you, or it may have closed over the last full moon, the 21st of August. It does feel like there is a cycle or a chapter that you're now willing to close here. It took you a long time, though. Long time, but you are a fixed sign, right? That's part of your energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. So now that something has ended, something new is about to begin. Tell me what's going on here. We do have the Two of Wands. Now it's time for you to prepare to make some type of decision about what to do next. Tell me about the Two of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups. I feel like you might want to reach out to somebody here. Page of Cups is good news. It is a surprise. It also is an apology. Maybe you're preparing an apology for someone. Maybe it's them that's preparing the apology. Flip it as it resonates for you. But we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like somebody's got you behind the boundary. Somebody's thrown down some boundaries and not letting you pass those boundaries, Leo. And I feel as though that either there is an apology, or maybe the boundaries that they threw down surprised you. You didn't think that they would throw down those boundaries and hold them. I feel like you're a boundary leaper. Like you're a person who has the mental fortitude to talk people into things. That's what it feels like here. And that you are this person, like their fortress here, or their boundaries are impenetrable. It feels like you're going to have to soften yourself in order to be able to speak with this person, for them to even bother entertaining you. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Interesting. So I feel that there is somebody here, you're unsure if they've got somebody else. It's like you don't know what move to make. You're holding back a little bit. The Five of Wands to me is indecision. It's indecision, and it's the lack of ability to make a decision. Because I feel like this person who's got you behind the boundaries here, Leo, is somebody who is not letting anyone pass the boundaries, that is not ready to commit. So we've got someone here that I feel like you're interested in, who is dating to marry or dating for commitment. This person is not dating for any other reason. And I feel with the Ace of Swords that it's time to talk about it. I think you've realized that this person is not letting you pass the boundaries unless we have some type of conversation about why you've been holding back. I feel like you do hide behind boundaries here. It's a safe place for you, those boundaries, I think. Because you're scared to get hurt. That's all it is. I feel like you're in a non-committal energy, and that doesn't mean forever. It means right now. You're in a non-committal energy, I think. And you know that you're never going to get past these boundaries here if you don't talk about it, if you don't say something. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the King of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Look, 555. Things are about to change really quickly if you want them to, right? You definitely have to make the decision. The major arcanas are coming at you, whether you want them or not. You can only receive them, right? You can decide how you're going to react or respond. But when the minor arcanas are here, you get to make all of the choices. This is all agency, right? You get to make the choices that you want to make. I feel like the reason that you have not yet committed to somebody here, Leo, is because I feel like somebody pulled your heart out. I feel like somebody gutted you. And I feel that's why you hold back your feelings. That's why you're non-committal. I see the Four of Wands, but I see the King of Cups. And although the King of Cups is emotionally available and emotionally intelligent, this person also keeps their feelings under the surface. So it tells me that maybe you have not shown this person your actual emotional feelings at all. And it's caused a lot of lack. It's caused this person to push you out on the other side of the boundary that they've created here. The Five of Swords is there are things that, you just don't want the same things. I feel like this, the person that we're talking about and you, I feel like you don't want the same things. That this other person has you behind the boundaries because they're not interested in anything that is not permanent or solid or stable. So if you're going to be in their life, it's got to be commitment or it's going to be no. You want something to change, but it's going to take change on your end in order to change something here. Yeah, if you want the Ten of Cups, if that's what you want, then you're going to have to change something here with the 3 5s. You're going to have to get out of the lack of the mind frame, like whatever you're thinking about. You're going to have to get out of the lack of pentacles, being disconnected, maybe you feel like you don't make enough money. You got to get out of indecision. You got to start making decisions. Tell me what the outcome is here for Leo. Got the Three of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands. Nine of Swords. Look, I feel like, Leo, that you're on the precipice here. I feel like with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands that no stability has done nothing but break your heart. I feel like you are a person who is dating for fire. This person is a person who is dating for keeps. I feel like you have fundamental differences with them when it comes to the Ten of Cups. And the Nine of Swords tells me that you really do have deep feelings for somebody here, whoever they are. But I feel like you also worry that you've been hurt before over and over and over again. And that's why you're not committing. We have the Death card. You're trying to change that. You must transform in order to have this particular person I'm talking about. Look, there might be a whole lot of other people out there that you can just keep jumping through hoops for, if that's what you want to do. But I feel like this particular person we're talking about, the one who has all of the worth, I want to say, the only person who I feel that you feel is worth the Ten of Cups is somebody who's got you on the outside of the boundaries. Tell me what's next for Leo. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Seven of Wands. So right now, I feel like what's next is you keep your position. I feel like you stay single. I feel like you are behind the your boundaries here. I feel are that you want to stay single, and you know that if you get face to face with this person, that it all crumbles down, because I feel like you have a weakness for them. That's what it feels like. So we do have the Three of Pentacles. We just remain friends at this point until we can have a conversation about what we want to do. Do we want to grow something? Do we want to put something out there, right? The Ace of Pentacles is, do we want to change something by investing in each other? Or do we just want to keep these happy memories in the past? Because the Six of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that you have memories from the past in which you did give this person reciprocity, or they gave it to you. But I feel like we're stuck here. We're stuck in this place with this person's not letting you pass the boundaries unless there's a significant change in the way that you think with the Ace of Swords. All right, look, it could be other way around. Take it as it resonates for you. But we do have Scorpio energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus energy. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. So maybe your person is any of those signs. Let's talk about single Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. How's it been going so far? Do you have a birthday week, a birthday month? What the heck is going on with you? A few of you have mentioned your birthdays in the comments. So if you have a birthday you want us all to say happy birthday, please mention it in the comments. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Virgo. Virgo, if you're interested in a private read, there is a sale between $5 and $20 off all of my readings. See the pricing over at Wizio, but you must use the link that is in the pinned comment. Tell me about Virgo. What's coming up in the next 7 days for Virgo? We've got the World card, so you are closing some sort of chapter. There's been a major shift in your life here, and I feel like you're about to close the door on some chapter that was back there. And when things end, that means something else must begin. So you're at the precipice of change here. We do have the Two of Swords. You're having a hard time closing the door. Why is that? Feels like you're kind of blocked. You don't really see the way through. Eyes are covered. I'm trying to make a decision, but I can't really. The thing is that what is happening is that on the other side of that door, there is a lot of happiness. There is love. There is happiness. There's a depth of fun. The Nine of Cups can be about gluttony. It can be about partying. It can be about happiness. Maybe that's how you express your happiness, going out with friends, going out with family. It feels like what you need to close the door on is being silent about what it is that you want. So there is a major chapter closing in your life, and it feels like you're kind of blocked. Like the Two of Swords is, I can't make a decision to finally close the door. I feel like you're somebody who's stoic on the surface. It doesn't mean you have to have Scorpio energy, but I feel like I am speaking to a Virgo who is the observer, who really doesn't say much. Doesn't really add a lot to the conversation. I'm not saying you don't have a lot to add. I'm saying that you're a person who doesn't divulge a whole lot of information about yourself. So I feel like with the Nine of Cups here, I want to say what's on the other side of closing this door and getting out of this block is you becoming emotionally available, becoming emotionally intelligent, and maybe you're holding your feelings under the surface, but I feel like you get to feel the depth of it, the depth of happiness. Tell me about the World card, please. What's changing? What's the chapter that's closing here? We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. You know what I think you're closing the door on? I think you've realized that if you want a certain caliber of person in your life, feminine or masculine, like the Empress, somebody who's balanced and loving and kind and doting, and somebody who possibly wants to have a family or bring a family together, somebody who is very connected to spirit, very spiritual person. I think you realize if you want this caliber of person, you've got to stop with the King of Wands energy. Now, the King of Wands energy is inspiration, yes, but the King of Wands energy, I feel, is what you're giving up in favor of the Knight of Cups energy. I think you're kind of changing the script. You're sort of flipping the script here. It feels like with the Wheel of Fortune here that you're changing. You're changing how you view relationships. And I feel like you're closing the door on the King of Wands energy, that you're not going to jump into things in fire anymore because it feels like you've learned a lesson, some sort of a lesson. That's usually the only reason that the World card is going to show up, is because we're ready to close the door on something. I feel like you know that if you want a certain caliber of person, the Empress is the upgrade. Like, you don't get an upgrade from the Empress. So if you want to attract an Empress, you're going to have to stop jumping in with fire. The Empress is not jumping in with fire. She's not. She has worth in herself. She's not just giving it away. She's somebody who's staying behind her own boundaries in her own life, taking care of her own self. She or he, take it as it resonates. It's feminine or masculine energy. And I feel like you have decided that it's time maybe to look for someone who is long-term and not short-term. We do have the Queen of Wands, but you still want someone who does have a lot of fire. So maybe you're most attracted to somebody who is in fire. Actually, earth signs and fire signs go really well together, because the earth sign is slow, right? Moves slow. And the fire sign is like what brings the passion, right? Go, go, go sort of energy. I feel like what you're looking for is somebody who's beautiful or handsome, somebody who's independent, somebody who doesn't need you. I feel like this is somebody who matches your fiery energy. You might have fire in the chart. We do have the Five of Cups. And then we have the Star. So yeah, you're looking for something very specific. You're looking for somebody who other people, how can I say, value. I think that you're looking for whomever has the spotlight. It feels like the Queen of Wands energy. I do sometimes see the Queen of Wands as being like the other person, but the Queen of Wands is someone who's fiery. I feel like you've been meeting a lot of people in fire, jumping in with fire, because I feel like the King of Wands energy might be yours. But I feel like what is going on here with the Queen of Wands energy is it's making you unhappy. That this is, maybe you've been meeting a lot of temporary people, jumping in fire burns out, right? And it's not 100% like that, right? Sometimes a relationship can start on fire and stay together. But I don't think that you're having much luck in that, I think. So I feel like you're looking for someone who is a star, someone who the spotlight is on, who's highly intelligent, someone who's very balanced in their energy. And we've got the Seven of Cups, but it's been confusing. It's been really hard to find someone who is like that. So the thing is this, is that when people decide that they're going to change their old ways and go forward in a different way because they want a different caliber or level of commitment in a relationship, it can be lonely for a period of time. So not a lot of people can stay in the world card energy. When you close the door, there is going to be a space and time before, well, the old vibration is leaving and the new vibration is arriving. So I feel like you're going to be tempted by fire until you can prove to the universe that you're just not interested in jumping into something that is temporary. Tell me about Virgo and what is the outcome here. We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the Temperance card. I think that when you continue to date, that you're actually just going to voice this opinion. I am looking for someone who's ready to invest, who's ready for something sturdy, solid, stable, moving slow in the pentacle world. I'm looking to plant a pentacle with someone, to grow it to the 10. I need someone who's healed and balanced and listening to the universe, somebody who is in their moment of alchemy as well. So it does feel like here that you're probably going to start leading with that when you're dating, that you're not looking just purely for fire. You're looking for companionship. You're looking for investment, someone to invest in you so you can invest in them. We do have the Death card. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, you're no longer being silent about what your worries are, because that's the thing. If we're not upfront with people in the first, month that we know them, whether it's a friendship or a love ship, if we're not very upfront about that, how do they really know what we want? So I feel like when you get into a relationship, the first worry you have is, how am I going to let this person know that it is stability that I'm looking for, that I've changed, that I feel like what you're doing is you're breaking your silence and you're just going to be honest with people up front, because you do want to make this world card a permanent change. What's next? What's next is the Chariot, the Three of Swords, and we do have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you are going to be single for a little bit yet, and I feel like it's not something you want. I feel like you're a person who wants another person, but I want to say it won't be for very long, because the Chariot is here, and that's the fastest moving energy in the tarot. Plus, we do have the light colored the light color Sphinx and the dark colored Sphinx. So I feel like you're getting more in balance with your energies here. And so I feel like you will be single for a while yet, but I don't feel like it's going to be as long as you think, because the Chariot is here. We do have the Hierophant. Yeah, I really do feel that somebody here is now dating for commitment rather than dating for fire. We always need fire in the commitment, but I don't think that's what you're leading with. I think you're leading with Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's energy that is yours. We have Aquarius. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We also have Sagittarius energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo again, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. So move slow. I feel like you will anyway, Virgo, because that's who you are, right? But move slow. I feel like you'll get what you want, but I feel like it's going to take some time of you being used to being honest with yourself about the reasons why you are single. All right. Tell me about Leo. Not Leo, sorry, Libra. Libra, not Leo. We already did Leo. Tell me about Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Libra for the next 7 days, please. Libra, if you are interested in a private read, please look in the pinned comment. There is a sale between $5 and $20 off all of my readings. And that will be till the end of September. Tell me about Libra, please. Tell Tell me about Libra. What's coming up in the next 7 days for the single Libra? We do have the 8 of Wands. Things are about to speed up, or there's some incoming communication here. Tell me what's going on for Libra. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. Why is that? We have the 7 of Swords. Something very permanent or long, that has longevity, something that is about to stand the test of time is about to arrive here, but I feel like you're not going to trust it. Yeah, you're not going to trust it. And I think it's because you've recently, the reason why you're here in this singles energy, that you've recently gotten out of some sort of a toxic situation here, a toxic relationship. And it might have been a long-term one here. Tell me about the 8 of Wands here. We've got Capricorn energy here, and it feels like this devil energy is somebody tried to get away with something with you with the last long-term relationship and you weren't having it. I feel like you're going to get some communication. Tell me what this communication is, please. Got the 3 of Pentacles. Got the 8 of Pentacles. Got the Ace of Pentacles. It does feel like there is somebody who is single that I feel is going to communicate with you. We have the 8 of Pentacles and 1 Pentacle is 9. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles as well. So there could be many scenarios here. It does feel like the incoming communication that you're getting, it does feel like somebody wants to begin something new or fresh with you. They could be somebody that you work with or you've worked on a project with. Somebody who, yeah, it feels like project work, like you were on their team for some reason, doing something like a pushing everything pushing everyone to in the same direction, to the same goal. I want to say this person is somebody who you would consider to be a friend or a friend of a friend. You are acquainted with them. You see them a lot, but I just feel like you haven't dated them before. This person, like I said, could be someone that could be working with or have worked with in the past. It does feel like there is some communication coming. Well, the thing is when it comes up, I think you give it the side eye, because it does feel like you have been, in this energy of leaving a long-term relationship that turned toxic, or somebody was trying to get away with cheating or lying or something like that. Somebody wasn't very honest with you and you figured it out. You found out that this person was being less than honest with you. I don't mean the person from work. I mean talking about this toxic energy here. So I feel like you figured it out, and I feel like now you're wary of it, I'm going to say. Like the 6 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Swords. So I feel like that this person tried to get away with something. I feel like you broke it off. It feels like you did leave, and that was your victory. Once you realized what was going on with this person, that's what made you leave. And we have the Empress. It's because you decided that you had some worth. You realized your worth. You saw your worth, even if this person didn't. Let's get back to this, though, because it does feel like this is something new that's coming in. And I don't mean a new person. I mean, this is someone that you already know, someone who maybe has had their eye on you. Like, it feels like it's in the Pentacle world. So maybe it's a neighbor, someone in the community, somebody that, a friend of a friend that you already know, somebody that you work with possibly. It does feel like it's good communication, exciting and clear communication that comes in. They could be a Leo, they could be a Libra or a Taurus, possibly a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me what's the outcome here, please? We've got the Strength card. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands. I feel like there is somebody at work that you're attracted to. It could be your boss, could be someone who's a superior, maybe a supervisor, but it does feel like someone who's already in the Pentacle world that maybe already has their crap together. Somebody who is sitting on the throne, someone who helps other people in their life. This also could be a volunteer thing. Maybe you volunteer with somebody. But it feels like the Strength card tells me that you're holding yourself back, that you're really attracted to this person, but you're or sorry, they're attracted to you, but they're holding back. I feel like you are going to get communication from this person. So whoever it is that's around you, I feel like you already know that they kind of like you, or they treat you differently than they treat other people. And I think that you quite admire this person, and you do see their worth immediately, and you're very attracted to this person. You're excited when they're in the room, when they're around, I want to say, but you've been holding back. Why is that? The Five of Wands. It's like a self-worth issue. It was a self-worth issue. Like I feel like you have gotten to the Empress energy, and that you do know your worth, but I want to say that you're sort of fighting with yourself. So maybe it's not self-worth, but you're sort of arguing with yourself as to why you're holding back. That this person looks like a really good candidate for someone who is a commitment person. That this could be a brand new commitment that you're looking at. But I feel like you need to make a decision. Two of Wands is here. You have to make some sort of a decision, but you're standing back or standing your ground right now, not really saying anything. What comes next? Got the Two of Pentacles, got the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. It feels like you know already that this person mirrors you, or they are a soulmate, or you two are both very chitter-chattery. You have a lot to talk about. Queen of Wands is Sagittarius energy. The King is Aries. These two people are bang on with their bantering, right? The Aries really likes the witty banter, and so the Queen of Wands is also someone who is kind of happy and jovial and sort of likes to play off that witty banter. I feel like that's what the deciding factor is here for you. The deciding factor is this person is really attractive. So am I. We have great chemistry together. We kind of are like the same person. We do have we do mirror each other, and it's time to make some sort of decision. I feel like you're feeling like you've got to stand up for yourself or say something here. Instead of, it feels like you're nursing a broken heart. That's what it is. That's why you're standing back. It feels like you've disconnected from something that was disappointing in the past, and now you're kind of holding your ground here. That's what it feels like. But it feels like you do admire someone here, and that they are ready for you whenever you're ready, but I feel like you're just not ready yet. That's what it is. You're just not ready yet. Yeah, see, there's happiness in the Two of Cups, but I feel like the Nine of Swords coming out first is primary. You got to get yourself out of this stuck cycle first before you can move forward, before you can make a decision to move forward to any sort of other relationship here. We've got Taurus, got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Got Libra and Taurus here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. There's more Leo here. We've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Scorpio it is. Let's talk about Scorpio. I should probably take a sip of that cold coffee that's over here. Oh no. How are you, Scorpio? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, I just ruined the whole tablecloth. It's all right. It's laundry day. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a reading about single Scorpio. It's coming up this week in the life of the single Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, I do have a sale on. It is between $5 and $20 off any of my readings. Please look in the pinned comment. You will see everything you need there to get yourself over to Wizio to check out the pricing. Prices are as is. All right, here we go. We ask for Scorpio, and Scorpio arrives. Got the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I feel like something approaching you is very exciting this week. And the Ace of Wands, exciting, something that you're, I feel, not expecting. The Two of Pentacles, making a decision of sorts. And the Six of Wands, that's going to make you very happy. So there is a decision that you'll be making this week that I feel is, yeah, I feel like you will have the victory here after a long while of not having victory. I feel like that you have kind of pulled back your feelings, I want to say, Scorpio, that you're acting very much in Scorpio fashion by sort of being pulling everything inward, I want to say. That I feel like you are emotionally ready, emotionally intelligent. I feel like that you are ready for something exciting to happen in your life, but it comes with this Two of Pentacles, sort of going back and forth, making a decision about what you want to do next. Do you want this victory or not? Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell me about the King of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, something that's showing up that you're not expecting, as I said. Surprise, I already felt that. It is, I feel, maybe a new connection. We have the Four of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. It does feel like there is some sort of a stable new person that's showing up here, and it's exciting. I feel like you're attracted to them. It's going to require you make a decision about what victory looks like to you. Do you want a fiery victory? Do you want an emotional victory? But it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles, this person is very confident. This person looks really good. They take care of themselves on the outside, on the inside. The outside is like an updated look. Like they're very balanced and confident on the inside. They could be an entrepreneur. This person is someone who takes care of themselves. They take care of business by themselves. They've built something all on their own, and it's become very stable. I feel like it's a surprise it does feel like it's a shock or a surprise that you didn't expect that somebody in your life would show up. For some of you, it's a brand new connection. The Page of Cups can be brand new, but it's also good news to meet somebody who's confident and stable, because I feel like you're just not into anything else at this point. I think what attracts you to this person is that they are independent and stable. And that's what causes you to make some sort of an exciting decision here, to go out on some sort of a new passionate path. Tell me more about Scorpio. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles. And we've got the Five of Swords. I want to say to you that I feel that if you do make the decision to move forward with this person or pursue this person, that I feel that it does work out in your best interest. The King of Pentacles is here, and that is the one who has the universe as a companion. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom, that you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, that you've been through a few things. It feels like with the Seven of Pentacles that you are looking for a different path. It feels like, you know, the King of Cups is like the master at manifesting, right? You know that with Scorpio energy, no matter where it shows up in your sun, moon, or rising, that you have highly psychic energy. And I feel like you just need to think about it and it appears. And a lot of people don't realize it because they cannot live in the present moment. They cannot have gratitude for the present moment. They're always looking forward to what is out there that they don't have. But I think that you've mastered looking in the present moment. So I feel like you are comfortable in your energy in the present moment, but I also feel like your intention is to take another path, to nurture the self so something will arrive that is of worth. And I think that it's the same worth as you, the Kings, right? Somebody who is stable and secure, somebody who's grown up. The Five of Swords is maybe someone who doesn't necessarily have all of your thought patterns. So this is going to be somebody who has a difference of opinion with you. And I think you like that, to be honest. I think that you need someone who can teach you something. So the Five of Swords doesn't scare you. I feel like the Five of Swords is welcomed for you, that you don't mind having disagreements. You don't mind if we don't agree on everything. We have the Strength card because you're strong and you can endure whatever you want to endure. You know, we don't need to change people. Let them be who they are, and then you get to decide whether you want to be on their path or not. Seven of Pentacles, right? So we have Strength card, which is Leo. We have Leo a couple times here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, of course. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Tell me, what is the outcome here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the kind of person that you've been waiting on. And I don't think sitting by the window waiting. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like you're like, maybe one day I'll meet somebody who's kind of like me, who moves slow, who is stable in their environment, who doesn't really need me, right? And I feel like this King of Pentacles, feminine or masculine, I'm not talking about just men here, feminine or masculine, right? No matter what the body type looks like. I feel like you're about to meet somebody who is like you, but different. They have a difference of opinion. They like to banter. This person, I feel you're solid in your environment because you are the King of Cups. So you're stable, you're solid, protective and grounded. This person is the same but different. They're stable in their pentacle world. They are a master manifester. They are someone who is quite highly educated and makes really good decisions slowly. But you like to move slowly. And look, we come up with the Knight of Pentacles. That's why I went on that rant, because came up with the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like you're willing to wait for whatever you're willing to wait for here. Yeah, you're willing to wait for wish fulfillment. And you'll know it when it shows up because you're clear on what it is that you want. So I feel like there is somebody new coming into your life here. And they could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. They don't have to be, of course. We've got other signage here. Yeah, I feel like you're going to meet them face to face somewhere. So please go out and be social. Please go out with friends. Make sure that you're out in social places. I feel like when it begins, I feel like you're going to know it, because the 9 and the 1 pentacle, that's 10. I feel like you're going to know somebody's worth when you see them immediately. But I feel like you will meet them out somewhere face to face. This will be a beautiful change of pace. And then we have the 5 of Wands. So yeah, take it slow. I mean, you never know who's attached and who's not, right? The 5 of Wands is I feel like what you need to change, because the Death card is here, what you need to transform is your inability to be able to walk up and talk to somebody. Like, I feel like with the 5 of Wands, it's like you beat yourself up, you look at them across a crowded room, you hold back, you're in indecision. Should I go forward? Should I say hello face to face? I feel like if you want to meet this person, you're probably going to have to get past those feelings. With the Death card here. One more. And we have the 6 of Swords, or just move on. Yeah. I feel what you're moving on from is feeling nervous, this nervous energy, this lack energy here. I feel like you're moving on from that. It's okay to have confusion. It's okay to not know what you want, but it feels like what you need to change is sort of freezing when you see somebody that you want to get to know, or that might be a potential partner. I feel like you need to move away from that. Move on from that. All right, tell me who is in Scorpio's reading. We have Leo, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Leo. We've got Scorpio energy. We've got Aquarius energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, it's like you're confused. I don't know if I want it. There it is. So you're going to have to make some sort of decision. Do I want it or not? Because it's time to bring your holding back to an end here. Worry needs to be cut out of your life here in order to have some sort of new balanced beginning with justice. So it feels like there is a decision that you need to make this week, because I feel like for some of you might bump into this person in the wild this week. Like if you're out with friends, you never know who you're going to meet. So take advantage of the invites that you get. All right. Tell me about Sagittarius, my fire family. Tell me what's going down for single Sagittarius this week. Sagittarius, if you are interested in a private read, please know there's a sale on between $5 and $20 off all of my readings. Check out the pinned comment. The link to Wizio is there if you want to go check out the pricing. Tell me about Sagittarius singles, please, for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Judgment card. What's this? What is going on here? Wow. Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Swords. Something is coming at you quicker than you think, aggressively quick. You're about to make some type of a decision based on, well, the thing is that this decision is going to be born out of all the healing that you've gone through. It does feel like you've gone through some type of healing and have had some sort of breakthrough or an awakening. We have a lot of, out of the 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcana, which means there's a lot of changes coming forward here. And the changes that are coming forward are going to, I feel like you're having some sort of an awareness and a breakthrough, some sort of realization here that there is a decision that needs to be made. Because I think currently, like when I see this particular judgment card, it feels like things are out of balance right now. And I feel like things are about to come into balance. This might be a message. Could be a person, could be a Gemini, possibly. A Leo, a Virgo, a Pisces. I feel like you're going to be making some sort of decision as to whether you want to resurrect something or not. Whether you want to go back into the cycle with somebody. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Got the Nine of Wands. Got the Knight of Pentacles. I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So I feel like something is changing here. And it's going to change because whatever is arriving, I feel is arriving quickly, but you're going to slow it down. You're going to be like, whoa, slow down. So the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is Jupiter, right? Which is your energy. It is expansion. There's an opportunity coming that's been traveling for a really long time, but it almost feels like it's about to pick up speed here. I think it's around the corner. This big change is around the corner. And I think that you probably know that already. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is like right outside your house. Feels like you're at the top of the wheel right now. The Nine of Wands is, I feel like you're very, how can I say, you're very engaged in working out a problem or some sort of serious thing that's going on in your life, making a big decision, signing some papers. Like it feels like you're making some sort of really hard decision when this all shows up. It all shows up. And I don't think you're expecting it here. Tell me about the Judgment card. This is very interesting energy. Tell me about the Judgment card here. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So somebody who previously rejected you is now coming back with Six Pentacles. They want reciprocity here. And I want to say that whatever decision you have to make is not worrisome for you. You have stopped worrying about this situation a really long time ago. But you're not expecting that somebody here is about to show up. And I feel like it feels like it's any day, honestly, because the Knight carries a sword, but we also have the Nine. It feels like you already released this, but it feels like it's showing up any day. Tell me about the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. What do we need to know about that? We've got the Six of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. We called it out. There it is, right? The Ten of Swords. One more. The King of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're seeing someone for who they really are this week. I do really feel like somebody is showing back up again. This person is going to be aggressive with their words. And I don't mean in a bad way. Like, I mean like they're just not going to hold anything back. They're just going to say exactly what they feel. And it does feel like this is somebody that you know. I don't know whether you've dated them or not before, because it feels like there was some sort of rejection. Either you rejected them or they rejected you. But somebody now is coming back round with the Six of Pentacles in hand. They want to share. They want reciprocity from you. They want to even the scales and make something right. It feels like here somebody has some things to say and they're not holding back with what they're going to say. It doesn't feel like a negative thing because the Sun is here. It feels like it's a positive conversation. It feels like it's like victorious. It's like you've waited, Sagittarius, for this person to come by and finally say what they're going to say. Why is the King of Swords here? You're finally seeing this person for who they really are. The King of Swords in the reverse is cantankerous, not listening. This person's not listening. They're talking more than they're listening. They could be somebody who is harsh with their words, harsh with their delivery. Tell me what the King of Swords is in the reverse. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Wands. I feel like the person, whoever is showing up here, isn't banking on the fact that you got a few things to say, Sag. I think that they think they're coming in just to kind of give you the goods, lay it all out, lay it down, tell you how it is, and you're like, nah, brah, back your shit up. You don't seem to know who you're dealing with. I feel like this person usually is someone who takes the lead. They're usually someone who does all the talking and wants everyone to listen. And I feel like you've got the boundaries up and you're like, look, come forward if you want to, but I am not promising you a damn thing. I see you for who you are. You're also going to see me for who I am. So Sag, I feel like you're taking on the Queen of Swords energy this week. And I feel like you have a King of Swords coming at you. So they could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but we have all the other signs here too. I'll read them out at the end. But it feels like this person is coming in to try and explain themselves and say, look, I really didn't mean for the Ten of Swords to happen. It feels like this person just wants you to listen. They want the victory through getting you to listen to them. They want to explain themselves. Like, it feels like with the Four of Swords here, that this person knows that they hurt you. And instead of saying, look, I'm sorry I hurt you because this is what my thought pattern was, instead of saying that, they're just like, well, you know, like, you did this and you did that and you did this and you did that. Like, it's almost like that kind of conversation. It's like they're not willing to accept responsibility in the situation, but they're going to tell you everything that you did. And you're going to be, nope, look, I own my stuff. I am in the Ace of Pentacles. I know what I am. I know who I want. I'm very solid and grounded. I've already got a new path. I'm not really sure why you're here, but I feel like you're letting this person look, I'm stable. I'm sturdy. I'm good. I got my own stuff. I bought my own house. I don't really need your input. Like, I don't know who this person is, but I feel like you're about to see somebody for who they really are. But please understand, with the Hermit energy here, I feel like you're dealing with them in a very different way than you've ever dealt with them. I don't think that you are being harsh with them, because the Queen of Swords has got a lot of words. She's highly intelligent, has a big vocabulary, and is somebody who's going to be honest and truthful and balanced, because that's Libra energy. This person, the Queen of Swords, is going to be someone who is not aggressive, who's going to be very assertive. I feel like the King's coming in kind of aggressive with some words, but not in a mean way. But this person expects you to sit down and listen. It's almost like they feel like whenever they speak, people should listen. I don't think you're having it. I don't know why they think they can come to Sagittarius like that. But tell me, what is the outcome here between these two? We've got the Ten of Cups. We've got the Two of Wands in the reverse. And we've got the Page of Swords. Look, I feel like this person's going to try and talk you into something, because the King of Swords has a lot of words and they are the master speaker, right? This is, to me, the King of Swords is like a lawyer, a judge, a magistrate, a police officer. This is someone who knows psychology and can talk all the way around you. So we do have, I feel like this person wants you to make a quick decision. They don't want you to think about it. They want you to just jump right into the Ten of Cups. They're trying to talk you into the Ten of Cups, but the Page of Swords is here. And the Page of Swords is the student, and you're like, I don't know. I'm going to watch. I'm going to observe. You go ahead and say what you got to say, because you better get it all out at once, because when I start talking, you better shut up. Like, it feels like you're observing this person and they're telling you all about the Ten of Cups here, and they want you to jump in without even thinking about it. Two of Wands. They don't want you to plan. They don't want you to think about it. They want you to just make a quick decision. And you're like, no, that's not what's going on here. Tell me what happens next for Sagittarius. We've got the King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. They're laying it on thick. They're like, look, I'm ready to put in a whole bunch of work. I know that only you were the one putting all the work in last time, but I'm ready to settle down and put in a bunch of work. I'm ready to work really hard, whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. I'll do what it takes. What is that? That's Imagine Dragons. So the King of Cups is here. They're laying it on thick. This person here has been holding back their feelings, and instead of showing you their feelings, they think that they're just going to talk you into it with swords. And I don't think you're having it. This person's coming in saying, look, I'm ready to settle down with you. And you're like, I'm still trying to heal from you from the last time. I feel like you're just going to be honest with them. Yeah, they pulled away. I feel like you went on with your life. You started to feel inspired. In fact, when they pulled away from you, it inspired you to grow. It inspired you to find something that you do to this day that really makes you happy. The Nine of Cups. And so them leaving before was an inspiration for you to just move forward. This person, I feel, is going to try and convince you that they've changed with the Wheel of Fortune and that they want to expand with you and that there's lots out there that they want to do with you. They're coming in with an opportunity here that has been traveling for a long time. So it's almost like, is it too little too late, Sag? Because I feel like you've been waiting for them to come by, but I feel like you've already carried on without them. Feels like you're really yeah, they want a reunion here, but I feel like you're in your intuitive energy here and you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to do it. So we've got Pisces energy here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius. We've got Aquarius energy. We've got Leo, Virgo. We've got Virgo and Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Interesting, Sag. All right, Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. Single Capricorn for the next 7 days, please. Single Capricorn, the next 7 days. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Capricorn, if you are interested in a private read, I do have a sale on. Anywhere between $5 and $20 off a reading, depending what reading you pick. Please look at the pinned comment. Go over to Wizio. You'll see all of the prices are as posted. No code needed. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Single Capricorn for the next 7 days. Capricorn, we have the Seven of Wands. So it feels like you're either standing up for yourself or holding your ground on something in the next 7 days. Tell me what this is about. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. You're defensive because things are changing here. Something is about to change. Tell me about the wheel. We've got the Magician. And the Sun. Oh, you've realized you can do it on your own. I love that. Look, you have changed. Everything has changed. You have made some of the biggest changes in your life. You have. I've been watching you grow. So Capricorn, you've made some of the biggest changes you've ever made in your life. And I feel like the Sun next to the Magician is telling me that you're realizing now that you do have the resources. You are skillful. You do have talents and capabilities here. And you have raised your standards. That's what the Seven of Wands is. You've put up the boundaries and raised your standards. You're standing up for yourself because now you have some sort of a breakthrough or realization that you can manifest anything that you want, and whatever you want will show up and change everything. So I feel like you are into some sort of expansion right now. And the first part of the expansion, I want to say, is the Magician. You're realizing that you do have all the tools. You're in a real growth spurt lately. And so the Sun is telling me that professionally, personally, spiritually, you're in some sort of a growth stage here. Tell me why the Seven of Wands is here. We've got the Page of Swords, because you're the student of life now. You've realized that every single person that comes into your life, whether they are 3 years old or 83 years old, you realize that every single person you come across, whether they give you negative energy or positive energy, that you should be the student, because they're teaching you what you don't want to be and what you do want to be. Either way, we should always all be the student of everyone who arrives in our life. Really watch them, right? And learn from them. Yeah, it's really giving you a different outlook on life here. Look at all of this positive energy, Capricorn. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. The Ace of Wands is here. 7 and 1 is 8, right? So I feel like now you're speaking out. You're saying things that you want to say. Also, I feel like life is about to pick up and be really, it's starting to move in the right direction. I feel like you've been a student for a while, and the Fool is here saying, go ahead, take the leap, but make sure it's an educated leap of faith, because the Page of Swords is here. Make sure that you know what is at the bottom of that cliff. Is it water? Is it rocks? Is somebody going to be catching you there? Like, what is going on? I feel like you're not taking, like, you are taking leaps of faith, which are exciting, and I think that you want that in your life, but I feel like you're doing it in a cautious way. Yeah. You are optimistically cautious. I think that's what it is. So I feel like that you have changed, and you've got new boundaries in place. I feel like you now realize your worth as the Magician, and you're not just letting any old body pass the boundaries. It feels like you're ready to take an exciting leap of faith into something really new or creative, passionate possibly, exciting, maybe passionate. But I feel like you're doing it in a very different way than you ever did it before. We've got the Strength card in the reverse, which tells me inner strength. You've now turned the tables on people. You're like, you know what? I now have the inner strength. You don't get to tell me what to do, because I don't need anybody. It's such a powerful place to be. We've got the Two of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Chariot, victory. Yeah. So I feel like you're willing to take a leap of faith, but I feel like you're not willing to do it without education, because now you have inner strength, and you've realized that you have the tools and the inner strength to do whatever it is that you want to do. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Got the Moon energy. Got the Queen of Swords. Yes. So it's like with the Moon energy, you're like, you know what? I don't really care. I don't really care. Whatever seems to be, whatever it is, I don't really care. It's like the Moon is the energy of things that are not as they seem. And you're like, I don't care. I got my sword in hand. I don't really care. I'll just say what I want. I'll say what I want. I'll do what I want, because I'm confident enough to do that. So I feel like you do have some sort of a new exciting beginning here because of the Ace of Wands. Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Some sort of possibly in the future, this is the bottom of the deck is the future for me. In the future, I feel like you're going to be meeting some sort of soulmate, but I feel like you are now confident enough to build your boundaries, protect your boundaries. That's what the Queen's doing, right? She's got her sword out. She's got her hand open saying, come on in, but you're going to hit the boundary at some point, and very confident. Kind of badass. I'm just going to say that the Moon energy is behind you, and now you're looking at the Moon at your back as strength. It's not fear. I don't think that you care what's going on in there, because I feel like you're clear now. You clearly know what's going on in your life. The Moon doesn't scare you. The darkness doesn't scare you anymore. Tell me, what is the outcome? We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Empress. There it is. Yeah. You've realized your worth. That's what it is. And when you realize your worth, truth, it's absolute truth. When you realize your worth, nobody gets past the boundaries. Not a friend, not a family member, not anybody who is trying to talk you up saying, oh, you look great today. You're like, I know. I feel like you're stable. You are stable. You're grounded. You're taking care of yourself. You don't need anybody. You've had a realization. Look, I'm the Empress. You better come at me right, because you're going to get stuck behind the boundaries. This really seems like a beautiful, sort of badass, leveled up kind of energy. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you've got people you've pushed to the outside because they just wouldn't listen. Because when you make a big change in your life like this and you become the Empress, some people that knew you in the past still have the old you in their head. They don't realize you've changed, right? So what comes next? Working on making new connections, possibly talking to people, but being very careful about it. I feel like you've turned into a person that you're going to let other people just talk, and you're going to learn about other people without giving out information about you unless they ask. I feel like things are about to move ahead. For some of you, I feel like there is a new job coming, or possibly that there is in the workplace. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to apply for something new. You're going to take your shot at something. And And we do have the devil. Yeah, I feel like you're just building boundaries, taking control of your life. I feel like the person that shows up in the future is an emperor. Yeah, I feel like you're now calling in an emperor because that's the only person the empress is going to call in. Everyone else gets stuck behind the boundary. Not playing. Like Capricorn's not playing. Yeah, you're releasing. You're releasing whatever you need to release in order to be able to yeah, you're releasing people here with silence. Like you're not even telling people like, look, you didn't make the cut. You're out of my life. You're just releasing them with silence. And some of them might have been friends. Some of them could be people that are friends that just don't come around enough. Wow, I think you might have won this read for this week. That's pretty great. Capricorn, we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces. We've got the Chariot. That is Cancer. We have Leo energy, Aries energy, more Leo, Aquarius energy, Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. We've got the High Priestess, who is Pisces. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. We've got the Tower, Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus. But Aries here as well. The Emperor and the Empress came out together. All right, Aquarius. Let's find out what's going on for single Aquarius this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Aquarius for the next 7 days. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. In the pinned comment area, I do have a sale on anywhere from $5 to $20 off a reading if you're interested in a private read. Tell me about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius the next 7 days. Ooh, look at that. That's a good place to start. This is going to be a very bountiful week for you. Something brand new is about to show itself here, Aquarius. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. I think you might welcome it in. I think you're welcoming some sort of new beginning in the 3D here. We've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the Six of Cups. It feels like whatever shows up for you gives you good feelings. It reminds you of something from the past that was happy, that was emotionally happy. Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Four of Cups in the reverse. It feels like maybe like reconnection. But I don't think it's a reconnection to a specific person. It feels like it might be reconnection, emotional connection, that you're allowing yourself to feel your emotions, Aquarius. Because I feel like you were holding emotions back for a while there. I feel like it's the Six of Cups that makes you feel your emotions. We've got 6 and 4 is 10. It's like whatever shows up is a reminder of something that went on in your past that really gives you good feelings, good memories, good, it does feel like good memories. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles here. It's like it brings you out of hiding, this Ace of Pentacles. What is this? You're being invited out somewhere. There is some sort of celebration that's coming up, Aquarius, that I feel like you might get an invitation to. You might know this already, maybe you don't, but it's going to open the gate. It's going to give you an opportunity to do something brand new or open a new opportunity for you. So I'm going to say be reasonable, but try not to turn down social invites. It feels like there is some sort of a reunion of friends here. We've got the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Seven of Cups. So I want to say that you are low-key freaking out about the opportunity. It's like the Three of Cups is Three of Cups is here. It's like a reunion with friends, or maybe old friends. It could very well be. But the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups together gives me the feeling of I'm kind of like a duck on the pond, sort of just like they look at me and I'm just floating by, but they don't see, like the feet are going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It could be a bunch of people that you haven't seen in a long time though, because the Pentacle, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles is here, and a Pentacle for me is a year. Maybe you haven't seen these people in a year. Maybe you're reconnecting with people after a long period of time, and you're a little bit nervous underneath the surface. I want to say that it's a lot of emotional energy, that it's brought a lot of emotional energy to the surface. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity, though. It's going to turn out to be some sort of an opportunity for coming in out of the cold. So maybe you've been sequestering yourself, or not really going out, or not paying attention to invites, or let them do what they're going to do. I'll just keep myself over here. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to come out of the Five of Pentacles because the Ace of Pentacles is here. And that's reciprocity, right? You want to get reciprocal energy. People are going to give you reciprocal energy here. We do have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Empress. Yeah. You know what? I feel like maybe whether you notice it or whether you don't, Aquarius, it does feel like you've been spending time by yourself. I want to say you've either been feeling left out or feeling disconnected, or you're like, you know what, I'm just tired of chasing people. I'm not going to chase people anymore, right? The Knight of Wands is here. I feel like something is changing quickly here. An opportunity is going to come for you to be in a group of people that you haven't seen in years, possibly. And like maybe you're going to be invited to like a high school reunion, or, maybe you hung out with a bunch of people when you were kids, and now these people are together and they're like, hey, what about Aquarius? Let's call Aquarius. But I feel like you've changed a lot since they've seen you with the Empress energy here, that you are somebody who has changed on the outside, changed on the inside, that you are living a life of stability and connection with the universe. I feel like you have a beautiful home. You take care of yourself. Handsome or beautiful, take it as it resonates, feminine or masculine energy. But I feel like there is some sort of an invitation that is finding its way to you here. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Next 7 days for Aquarius. We've got the Five of Wands. You're going to want to say no. I feel like the first word out of your mouth is going to be no, or maybe it won't be out of your mouth. Maybe it's what you're feeling, right? Because for me, the Five of Wands is the internal fight. Maybe these are people that you didn't really get along with back there, and you're wondering, have I outgrown them? Or have these people changed as much as I have? But the Five of Wands is like indecision. Should I even open that can of worms? Because the Empress leads a balanced life. No drama. People are behind the boundaries that have drama. I'm balanced. I'm good. I'm taking care of me, taking care of my family. Tell me about the Five of Wands. We do have the Eight of Swords. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah, there it is. You're like, should I? Like, I feel like whoever I'm connecting with here is somebody who's like, I really hate small talk. I don't know if I'm down for the small talk. Because the King of Swords is really intelligent. That's Aquarius energy, but Libra and Gemini as well, right? They're all highly intelligent. And it feels like somebody here is like, do I really want the small talk? Is there going to be anyone there who can stimulate my mind? Have they changed as much as I have? So I feel like you've become a king in your life, right? A king or an empress, possibly. Take it as it resonates for you, but someone who's highly intelligent. And I feel like you're just not into the small talk. So I feel like when this opportunity comes up, you want to say no just based on, I'm not really into the small talk. But I think really the reason, like it's almost like your ego comes out and says, I'm not into the small talk. Like maybe there's small minds there. But really down low, I think the down low is that you're a little bit nervous. That I don't think it's that you're not enough. I think that you're just nervous, like, because, I think that the King of Swords is always the person who states facts, the person who's very honest. Like, if people are about the bullshit, you're just going to cut through the bullshit and say, that's not what's going on at all. This is what's going on. And I think that you're not nervous about them or worried about them. I think you're worried about what you might say or do. Okay, so what is the outcome here? Got the Two of Cups in the reverse. Got the Six of Swords. Okay, understood. So you're like, I'm really not into meeting anybody. Maybe that's why you think that they're inviting you out, because they want to introduce you to somebody here. Because I feel like that you've been in some unhealthy relationships. I want to say with the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Swords, you've moved on because of people who were unhealthy in their emotional relationships, and I feel like you're single. So I feel like that's why you're not really into it, that you're like, I don't know if I don't know if I have the energy for that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go running into a group of toxic people who are just going to argue with me about what's true and what's not true, because I know the truth. Okay, what's next for Aquarius? Got the Ten of Swords, got the Two of Swords, and we've got the Hanged Man. Some of you are just going to outright say no. Some of you are just going to say no. I can't be bothered with this, really, but because you're blocked. I feel like it's blocked energy, and you've just recently released something that was in the past, I feel, was a relationship that you've just released. It didn't work out with the Two of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like maybe instead, some of you are going to say no outright because you're blocked, but others of you, I think with the Hanged energy here, is like, maybe I'm just going to wait on it. I'm going to sit on it, get perspective on it. I'm not going to say no immediately. Yeah, maybe I do want to see some people face to face. So some of you are just going to be in this Ten of Swords, Two of Swords stuff, and others of you are going to try and get the other perspective, going to try and look at things from a different direction, and maybe decide that you do need some face-to-face connection here. We do have the Death card here. Why? Because of the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe for some of you, you've done really well in your life. And financially, I'm going to say that's what's made you the Empress, feminine or masculine. I feel like there's been some transformation in your finances here. And yeah, so you really are taking care of yourself. I feel like you are in the King of Cups energy too, that you're not interested in meeting people. You are emotionally available and emotionally aware, but I feel like you're just going to keep it all to yourself. Seven of Pentacles is, I just not interested in going on making intentions based on, going on another path. I'm not really sure if I want that. So I feel like you got a decision to make this week. I feel like you're going to be invited out, maybe possibly over the weekend, and you're going to have to make a decision about what you're going to do. We have Libra and Taurus here. We do have Scorpio energy, Pisces. We do have Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Scorpio energy here as well. All right. Here we go, Pisces. Let's figure it out. Tell me what is going on for Pisces. My two fishes friends, my water family. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces this week. Single Pisces. Sneak peek for this week for the single Pisces. Next 7 days. Pisces, if you are interested in a private read, I do have a sale on between $5 and $20 off of my readings. Please use that link in the description. Sorry, it's in the description, but it's also in the pinned comment at the top of the comments. And yeah, you can go see the pricing over there. All prices are as is. You do not require a code. Tell me about Pisces. What's coming up this week? We have the Two of Swords. Why is that? Tell me why the Two of Swords is here for Pisces. We've got the Ten of Cups. We've got the Page of Swords. Is this really what it seems? That's what it feels like. Look, happiness is showing up here, I think, Pisces. We do have you here with the Ten of Cups, right? I feel like happiness is showing up for you. Like ultimate apex of happiness is going to show up this week. And I don't know that it has to do with anything but you. Like, I don't think anybody's giving you the happiness or making you happy. I think it's you, I want to say. I've got the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. That's 3 swords. Tell me about this. 3 swords is disappointment. It's heartbreak. And the ending of something. The Ten of Swords. Releasing of something. It's like somebody is showing up this week here, and you've already released this person. You've already released them. I feel like they've been watching you online, and they like what they see. They like what they see, Pisces. We've got the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're about to get some sort of communication this week. The Two of Cups. Somebody's really sweet on you. And we have the Magician. Okay. The King of Pentacles might be showing up, Pisces. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I feel like whoever is showing up is grown. I want to say the King of Coins is the most grown of all the kings, right? It's the one who's the most responsible. Responsible with their money, their time, their energy. They don't give their energy just to anybody. This is also somebody who's ready to settle down. I feel like this person's going to reach out to you this week. And we do have the Two of Swords. I feel like you're not sure if you want to pick up that call or not. The thing is this person is going to do everything within their power to try and get you to speak with them. This person is going to want you to make a decision about exchanging cups with them. But I feel like there's already been some sort of disappointment with this person. That's the thing. This person has disappointed you before. They could be a Gemini or an Aries. Could be a Cancer. Pisces, possibly. But the Page of Wands is here, which tells me there could be an age difference, or maybe this person is going to act out in a way that makes you feel young again, like flirty and fun. But I feel like you are going to get some sort of a connection, like a message of some sort. Tell me what the message is. Two of Coins. They're going to want you to make a decision about something. Oh, it's a friend. Nine of Cups. You're happy to hear from them. So I'm going to say that you've never dated this person before, but you do know them. This person, I feel that is someone that you haven't talked to in a while. And I don't feel it's for any nefarious reason. I don't feel like there was any heat. I don't feel like there was any words. I just feel like two people who didn't really know each other very well just went on their merry way and had their own life path. But it feels like this person is going to communicate with you, because I feel like they've been watching you online and they're quite interested in you. You might already know that they're watching you, but they see you as being very happy, like having the apex of happiness in your life. This person who's watching could be a person who has released something from their life, and maybe they're looking in on you for reasons of wondering how Pisces is. Is Pisces happy? And when they see that you're happy, I feel that's when they're going to reach out to you. When they see that you're in a good place, that you're single, but you're super happy to be single, like you're single and happy, right? Which is the Nine of Cups. The nines are, building it by yourself. And that is Pisces energy. You've built your happiness by yourself. No one gave it to you. You're not happy because of any specific thing that happened to you. You're just happy. Tell me about this Two of Wands here, please. Oh, sorry, Two of Swords. Tell me about the Two of Swords, Ten of Swords. We do have the Six of Wands. Could be a Leo, possibly. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So, I do believe that this person is coming from a really hard place, because the Ten of Swords is here. They're coming from some sort of an ending, or they've just released something. I'm not going to say just. I don't know how long ago they released whatever it is that they released, but I feel like this person is looking for some sort of a victory with you. Now, the Six of Wands is about victory after the fight or after the war. So this person has been through a really hard chapter of their life. And I feel like it's finally come to an end. They've released something. But it almost feels like you're a little bit nervous when you see their name on your phone show up, whether it's a text or a phone call, because there's been no communication. Everything screeched to a complete halt. But I think that you've been thinking about them, and that might be why they're calling. Because the Nine of Swords is about obsessive thoughts. Thoughts that even keep you up at night. We have the Six of Cups. This is somebody you're very connected to. That's why they're calling you. Because they are a soulmate and you've called them in. Because you're that powerful. Tell me what happens between these two, please. We've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Seven of Wands, and we've got the Justice card. So this person wants justice with you. I feel like they want some sort of meetup. They want to talk, because the 7 of Wands and 1 is 8. But listen, you're in this energy of the 7 of Wands. You're in your balanced place of happiness. I want to say that you've made these boundaries for a reason, and this person wants to try and leap the boundaries here. I feel like the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. It's a new passionate beginning that's offering itself to you because you're single and happy. I feel like you already know this person, but I don't feel that there's nothing here that indicates you've dated this person before. Nothing. But I feel like they've always had feelings for you. It feels like the 2 of Cups is here for a reason, and they're going to try and, I feel, use every trick in the book to get you to realize that you have love for them too, or that you have the Ace of Cups for them, because the Ace of Cups is 2. It's 2 people exchanging cups. They each have a cup. It almost feels like this would be a lot of justice for you, because it feels like maybe you had feelings for this person, and I don't think you ever said so, and they never pursued. It's like you knew that they had feelings, but you thought, well, if they're not going to pursue me, I'm just not going to say anything. And I don't think that they did pursue. I think that there is an age difference here, though. It might have been the reason why they didn't pursue. Maybe you being older could have been something that freaked them out a little bit. Yeah, it might have been something that was a bit intimidating. Tell me what's next, please, for Pisces, please. We've got the 5 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. So this person is reaching out to you, Pisces, because they want some sort of a resolution to something here, or a compromise. It feels like they want to reunite with you. It feels like we're going from the 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. We're going from sadness and regret to getting back together. Like, I don't mean in a romantic sense, but reunion. This person, I feel, wants to talk to you, wants to see you face to face, because they're letting go of some sort of resentment, or they've released a grudge. I think it has to do with this 10 of Swords, which I don't think has to do with you at all. I think that they have been repairing or healing themselves. We have the 4 of Cups. There was a rejection. Queen of Wands, Knight of Coins. Yeah, there was a rejection. This person, I feel, either you broke their heart or they broke your heart. It was a disappointment. Maybe it wasn't as dramatic as heartbroken, but it feels like you two haven't seen each other in a really long time, and this person has always had a thing for you. They've always been very attracted to you, and I think that you're going to hear from them this week. We do have the star energy. If you've got a platform somewhere, they've been watching you. The star is, they see you as the brightest star in the sky, the brightest one in the room, the one who has all the attention. Everything is connected to you. So I do feel that it could be an Aquarius possibly, but we do have the King of Swords. Wow. Somebody's quite bossed up in their energy and coming in to tell you all of the secrets they've been holding here. 9 of Wands, they need to be honest and truthful with you here, because they've been holding on to some burdens. And I think the burden is that they're really interested in you, that they've always wanted the new beginning. They've always been holding the 1 cup for you, but they didn't feel like they could say anything. They weren't inspired to say anything. Neat. All right. Let's get you some energies and get you out of here. We've got Aquarius energy, got Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We've got more Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, more Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, more Capricorn. We've got Gemini and Aries energy. I'm going to leave that there for you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are not a Pisces and you made it up to here, thank you for doing that. I do appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.